Hello everybody, this is Guiding Halo and this is going to be your, I guess we could go with Sunday Hope. Your Sunday Hope for April the 5th. Lots of things accumulating, things ending, things starting new, people drawing boundaries, lines, setting up new ideas of what their reality is. Look at that. Yeah, what I just said. Deciding who they are, deciding what it is that they want. All of those sorts of things. And, you know, a lot of times this is uncomfortable energy. But we become, or choose to be, I guess, the sum total or the equal of whatever purpose divine is using us for at the moment. So there's a reader on YouTube. Her name is Jess and she runs Bahati Life. She's amazing. She brought something up the other day which was absolutely fantastic about a swamp. You should go listen to some of her vids and hear what she's got to say. So there's something about kindness. Live with compassion, open your heart, and let all life to all life forms. Be an angel with hands. So how can we be an angel with hands? There's something here in a differentiating between what is kindness and what is not kindness, and who are we being kind to, and for what reasons, what purpose. Now, how do we be kind to others as well as show our self-kindness as well? All of those things. Now we have adversity. See the gifts in challenge. So there's challenges coming up right now for many. I'm just trying to refocus here. And see the gifts in challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. So what storms in life are teaching you? What storms in life are taking you forward and moving you upward? What storms are you allowing to teach you? There's another thing too, because we can sit here and simply say as long as we want or as often as we want, you know, the divine's got this, it's all good, it's this, it's that. But do you choose to live in your feelings and your emotions in order to feel your way through them, in order to gain a better grasp of where you yourself are at? Or do we just rub it off on, oh, divine's got it? The wheel of life, look at that. The wheel of life. Times are changing, people are changing, and there's something to do with understanding this wheel of life card. It's the energy I use that's beneath the whole reading as to exactly what's going on. All right, let's pull some of my other deck here. So we have personal choice here in the animal totem. Okay, so personal choice is all about close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. So do that, and then maybe go on Google or whichever and look at the abilities that this animal has for you, and see exactly what it represents for you and what you're dealing with right now in your life. My vibes speak louder than my words. So trust that those around you and that spirit and everybody else are following and getting your vibes. And trust that someone knows your heart more than you think they do. That's really important for somebody out there. Trust that someone knows your heart more than you think they do. I choose to learn through love. So what are we choosing to learn through love? What is it that we've got on the go that we would like the divine to teach us? Sorry for the camera moving. I just want to make sure you can see all the cards. So we have, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. So wherever your heart sends you, whatever your heart is doing, you need to trust that there's something involved there that's very, very precious and the divine wants to bring forward to teach you. So here's the personal choice card, right? So see the beautiful mountains in the back. It's almost like, how are we going to climb this adversity, with this adversity and the challenges we're dealing with, but yet still do it with kindness? And yet ourselves take responsibility for who we are, where we're at, and all those sorts of things. What animal do you imagine and envision? My apologies. So you guys will have to take that as it resonates for you, okay? Let's remember that regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what you're facing right now, your vibes are louder than you think they are. They speak louder than your words. They speak louder than your actions. Someone here, I'm getting, in some way is intuitively connecting with somebody. And your mind may be telling you one thing, but in your heart, you know where they stand. In your heart, you know exactly what this is about. You see through the facade, or they see through maybe your facade. They see through it all and understand why it is you're doing this, or why it is you're taking the stance you're taking, or why it is that you feel the way you feel. Let's get a postcard from Spirit and we'll read some more on this reading. I don't usually do a Sunday reading, but I'm feeling inspired to, so here it comes for y'all. I'm sorry if my shuffling is too loud. I've added a paper here to shuffle on, so it is a little quieter. This desk is kind of loud on the shuffling side. Okay, that one came out, I believe, for Friday's reading as well. All right. You know what? Maybe I want to pull another one. No, I'm not. Well, we'll see. We'll leave it up. We'll leave it open. All right, so your vibes are louder than your words. So what you're vibing is louder than your words. So trust that. Someone will be able to see, and the divine will be able to see, everyone will be able to see moving forward the truth of who you are. And if you're trying to raise your vibration because you feel your vibration isn't high enough or pure enough or set in a way that is how you want it to be, I want you to understand that your purity in kindness, your purity through adversity, everything that you're dealing with, the vibes you have are amazing. They are amazingly prominent and strong. So if you feel you're not vibing at a high rate, that you're feeling low, you're feeling this, I want you to know that your vibration in and of itself, I've talked about this before, at your baseline vibration that you set at its base is actually so much higher than what most or even a lot of people would come into contact with. Okay? So understand that for yourself. Understand that when someone comes to you and wants to hang around you and stuff, even when you're feeling low, it could be so much so that they sense the purity of your vibration, not even higher otherwise, but that your vibration is so pure and just in a state of knowing, and they are so drawn to whatever it is that you've got going on that they can't deny the vibes that are coming from you. They speak louder than your words, you know. Kindness, live with compassion. So how do we do that? Live with compassion. Open your heart to all life forms. Be an angel with hands. How do we be an angel with hands in time of adversity, when possibly we don't feel like we have enough? We don't feel like we're in the right circumstances. We don't feel like any of these things. Well, we got to see the gifts in the challenge. So where's the challenge? What are we going to utilize to create amidst the challenge? Because whatever the challenge is that's coming up, there's something to be created forward. There's something in being kind and compassionate, that's in taking that stance, that someone has created a certain amount of adversity by this kindness and compassion, whether it's for self or for others. Maybe someone doesn't agree with what you're doing, and there's an energetic break in understanding between you and others. It could be creating adversity and challenge and putting a stop or even a start to something sooner than the others around you. Okay, so it's something to do with the energy flow of those around you. Things you're saying, maybe things you're putting out there, but trust me that your vibes are speaking louder than words, and people are getting it more than you actually give them credit for. And let's understand also that you yourself are getting it more than you've ever given yourself credit for. So what we can always be taught, one can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. So if someone's in stormy weather right now, and there's a break in energy from kindness and compassion into adversity, or showing this kindness and compassion to self has created adversity, or to someone else has created adversity within self. You know, all of these things come up against each other and fluctuate in vibration and energetic shift. Okay, so there's something a cycle that's massively ending, and you're coming into very fortunate times. And this is on the side of relationships, or better yet, whatever it is that you choose this to be on the side of, because this is personal choice in the animal totem, right? So there's something about someone being upset about someone's movement, whether coming or going. There's something, someone is upset about someone's movement. Why? Because I've got the vehicle stone here, which is my stones that I did up myself. Someone is unhappy with someone's movement. Now this could be someone has to move, or someone's leaving a situation, or they're back and forth more than someone would like them to be, spending too much money on gas, maybe trying to save money, but yet there's movement happening and someone's not happy about it. This could also be lack of movement happening that someone's not happy about, but for now I'm going to say it's a movement that's absolutely happening that someone is not happy about. Let's pick another one here. Oops, that was loud. Oh, look at that. So we have the infinity sign. This is definitely, whatever's going on here, it's definitely divinely guided. And it could be someone's movement regarding how they're going to create finances. This is card number 8. Our number is rock number 8. Sorry, so used to dealing with cards. It's about the strength. You have the strength. It's also the sign that's on the magician. It's like you're trying to create anew by a certain movement, or someone else's is, and the vibes that you're putting out are creating a certain amount of adversity going forward here. But it's definitely what you're doing. I do not want you to doubt it. What you're doing is divinely guided, and the next rock out is the heart. So it's affecting your heart, it's affecting your vibes, it's affecting everything. There's pain, there's hurt, there's love even here. You cannot have hurt or pain unless love once lived there. You cannot have love unless you, and the joys that all comes with love, unless you understand what the lack thereof is, or you would just assume this to be the norm. Some people do get to assume that. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And there's the next one out, is the last one I'm going to pull, is the anchor. So it's about grounding yourself in being used by the divine about whatever movement you're creating because of the love that's in your heart. The vibes that you feel, the movement, the divine is moving you to create something in your heart space that is going to anchor you for a long, long time to come. That is a beautiful message. Look at that. I love these stones. I'm so glad I did them. I just haven't used them for, oh gosh, a year, whatever. Anyway, don't judge me. Adversity. Yeah, I'm sitting right here in this energy right now. Absolutely. Absolutely sitting in adversity. Let's read the Wheel of Life. It's like the Wheel of Fortune, but it's the Wheel of Life. things go round, things come to a close, things start, things end, new beginnings happen, and it could all be within the same scenario, same situation, okay? Doesn't mean everything's over and you have to start completely new with your whole life. It just means that you're moving into a new section of how to earn money, or perhaps how movement is created here in the 3D. You're moving into a new way of understanding love. You're moving into a new way of understanding what root grounding and chakra grounding actually is, and what is your anchor in this life, wheel of life. The wheel of life is constantly moving. Embrace change, look at that, adversity, and allow your fun, playful self to discover the adventure of life. Combine your personal wisdom together with your intuition to create a magical result and feel it flow through your body, mind, and soul. Feel your questions of life as creative excitement, an expansion of you and all. This energy and wonderment of life unlocks the door into your divine love, power, and wisdom. Push the door open and behold the light of your essence shining brightly from your inner star. Step through the door and emerge as a conscious, multidimensional light being, fully awakened, ready to serve on this planet and inspiring others to unlock their star. Ask the universe to show you something in the next 24 hours that you have not seen before. So it's about trusting the universe to lead the way, trusting that you are being absolutely divinely guided through kindness, and whatever kindness or to yourself or to others is creating some sort of adversity. I choose to learn through love. So there's a lot of people that have come here in this life to choose to actually learn through their love relationships and how love actually supports them or takes away from, how the divine moves you through love, creates a learning experience for you. There's something about being the alchemist with your vibration. And I don't even know that you're thinking that you're being an alchemist by your vibration. But there's people that are picking up on your vibes more so than you think. I choose to learn through love. So what is love trying to teach you right now? What is love trying to teach you right now? And I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being divinely guided to take myself and move in a direction that maybe you're not used to or being told right now you shouldn't do, because my heart and soul are calling me to, and it will anchor you for the next foreseeable length of future in your life. So divinely guided and anchored in that divine guidance, this movement creates a new way for your soul to grow. It creates a new way, I'd say, for more, maybe four energies to grow. So we have, let's go with, we have Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer. It's something about communication of the heart and soul. There's going to be a conversation that's had that's divinely guided, but there's some sort of movement that had to happen in order to create this conversation. So the heart is about cups. And what's that about in the tarot? Cups are all about love and emotion. This movement is divinely guided, that this movement that was made created a type of emotion or a something that came from someone's grounding within being divinely guided. And this movement in some sort of way is going to bring about a beautiful soul connection in balance, in moving to what is actually gonna ground your life. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. I like this. This is awesome sauce. All right, so let's read this one here. Dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room, and get very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedy to make you laugh. or call the one friend you know will remind you how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? Look at that. Don't you just love how much you are loved? Love how much you are cared for? I sure do. I know I sure do. Let's pull one more for fun and sport. We need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook for carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others, and that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everybody over here believes in you and adores you. So there's some adversity that's been created as of late that perhaps you need to forgive yourself for. Forgive yourself for carrying for so long. Forgive each party involved. Not that this means staying with said party. This just means that forgiveness sets you free to move forward from the adversity and the pains that you're going through. And in forgiving yourself, trusting that you are absolutely divinely led, if that's what you need to say, it's trusting the divine, trusting yourself that, you know, all things are forgivable, that people will see the true beauty of who you are, just like you see the true beauty of who they are. My vibes speak louder than words. You guys, if you love someone, tell them. If you have something to say to somebody, tell them. Just get out there and tell them what you have to say. Because regardless of what falls after you've said what you said, at least at some point here, you've lived in your truth. Right now, I can't think of a more important time for people to get over their crap and actually live in their truth, painful or otherwise. Painful or otherwise. Live in your truth, speak your truth, and be your truth. Because when your truth comes out and in some way people see it, that is when the divine can bring, if your truth needs to be changed, if your truth, whichever, is askew or someone else's is, that's when the learning can begin, is when the throat chakra energy, the blue in this Wheel of Life card, is actually utilized. That's when the true learning can begin. That's when the true learning can begin, is when you speak and open your throat chakra and speak truth. That's when healing can come and kindness can come and the lessons can come through adversity. I love you guys. I'll talk to you again very soon. You have a fantastic rest of your weekend.